Thank you, Yasser. Yes, we are here indeed with Gabriel Petrescu, the Vice President of the Superbet Foundation. Gabriel, first of all, welcome to the show. Tell us a bit about your first
Thank you very much.
ideas about the organization of this event. How do you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it very much. I mean, I came to the foundation from the very beginning in 2019 when we set up the foundation. And it was so wonderful that from the start we have been involved in the Grand Chess Tour from the very beginning. So in the 4 years in a row, it was a great experience.
The Superbet Foundation has a lot of initiative with youth. Tell us a bit about that. Highlight some of those.
Yeah, so we have a lot of initiatives about youth. We are sustaining grants in all sorts of disciplines, in sports, in education. We have 2 major, let's say, projects that we have been developing in the past years. It's Go Scholarships that is helping the youth from 14 to 18 years old in getting performance in sports. And the other important project that we are funding is the Gambit, the step-by-step Center for Education is supporting this project, this initiative, and we are funding it, as a matter of fact.
And some of these kids have actually had the privilege of chatting with one Gary Kasparov not many days ago. Tell us a bit about that.
Indeed, it was a very, very interesting meeting that the children from Step-by-Step Center, as well as the Go Scholarships, had with Gary Kasparov. They had 1-hour meeting, and they were really challenging Gary Kasparov with a lot of questions. And what I liked the most was the fact that they were asking questions about how he behaved when he was young, as they are now. And that triggered some emotions. This is how I felt it on Mr. Kasparov's side. And it was pretty interesting, and also a lot to learn about how to deal with, how to cope with losing a game. And this was a question from them. How do you cope with losing? And then it was, of course, another question. How do you cope with when you win? And that was a wonderful thing.
No, absolutely. And to be able to be so intimate with Gary Kasparov, one of the greatest chess players of all time, is just an incredible opportunity that you guys are offering this young generation. And you guys are working with the Kasparov Chess Foundation to help chess in schools as well here in Romania.
Yes, also with the support of the Step-by-Step Center, we managed to translate the books that have been published by the Kasparov Foundation. It's called Step-by-Step, Learning Chess Step-by-Step, and there are 3 manuals. One is for kindergarten, so we start from early childhood, let's say. The other is for children in the primary school, and then there is also a big manual for teachers in order to learn how to use chess, not only in how to play chess, but also how to use chess as a way of life, or as a way of learning other disciplines that are not necessarily related to sports or to the chess itself. But and this is, I think, maybe the most important of all.
I think you guys have a great system, taking these young minds from the early stages and taking them all the way to university, the college level, and the professional level after that. So congratulations, and thank you very much for everything you're doing.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Cristian. I was reminded during that interview, Gary being asked, how do you cope with a loss? How do you cope with a win? And Magnus Carlsen at the press conference in Norway, one of the little Norwegian boys said, like, when did you learn to stop crying after a loss? And Magnus looked at the little boy and said, what makes you think I learned to stop crying?